My name is Dr. Isaac Mutelo. I am a professor of political philosophy at Domun Universitas. I also work as a lecturer and director of quality assurance at Arupe Jesuit University in Harare, Zimbabwe. So I chose this topic, Muslim organizations in South Africa, political role post 1948, for three major reasons. Firstly, because I have great interest in knowing and having an experience of other religions and faith traditions, especially Islam. I have also passion for interreligious dialogue between different religions, especially between Christians and Muslims. The second reason why I chose to write on this topic is because I've always found the interplay between religion and politics to be of great interest. I believe that religion, in contexts like South Africa, especially, and the rest of Southern African countries like Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, religion has a very important role to play in the society. I believe that it can also challenge corrupt activities, it can protect human rights, and help us to fight certain inequalities and injustices which we face in our contemporary societies. That is why the book is itself all about the political role Muslim organizations have been playing in South Africa. Religion has a very important role to play from a political perspective. Wow, it can also play an important role from other perspectives like economic perspective and so on. Of course, this is because the South African Constitution guarantees freedom of religion and worship, while giving room for religion to contribute in societal issues. And the third and final reason why I chose to write on this topic is that I realized that many scholars and authors had written a lot about the role of Christianity, the role that Christians have actually played in South Africa. And while scholars have written a lot about the role of Islam in South Africa, I think this has really been inadequate. Firstly, Muslims have been in South Africa for over 350 years. And secondly, they constitute only about 2% of the entire population in South Africa. Although Muslims constitute a certain insignificant percentage, I believe that their role has been quite important. It has been actually quite substantial. That's why I thought it was important for me to then offer a systematic and comprehensive study or review of the role which Muslims have actually played in South Africa from 1948 up to the contemporary context. The book is generally about the political role or the political involvement of Muslim organizations in post 1948 South Africa. So, what I do in this book basically is three things. Firstly, I look at the historical background to Muslims in South Africa by looking at the different phases of Islamic immigration in the country. So that's basically the first aspect of the book, to try and trace the historical evolution of Muslims in South Africa. So the second part of the book is the role which Muslims have played, or at least the role which Muslims played during the apartheid political dispensation. Then the third key point that I try to analyze and explore is the role which Muslims are playing, or at least have been playing, in the post 1994 South Africa. That's after the apartheid political dispensation. I think it is important that in this book, I actually discuss the partnership which these organizations have historically maintained with the government and their influence in the public sphere from the perspective of politics and socio-economic empowerment, as well as their humanitarian activities and the provision of medical and business-oriented activities and opportunities. I'll continue to explore the theme of religion and politics. I've done it already in terms of the influence of Christian values in post-apartheid South Africa. I also hope to look at religion and politics in Zimbabwe from the perspective of Muslim organizations again. I hope to do the same in the case of Zambia. But I have other research projects as well underway apart from this theme of religion and politics. So the first one is on the relations between Christians and Muslims in Southern Africa. My other research project, which I'm working on at the moment, is on the state of human rights in Southern Africa. I'm trying to look at how we can understand human rights. I'm trying to also analyze human rights abuses and violations, the history of human rights, and the role of important elements such as the role of religion, the media, and human rights organizations in the protection and promotion of human rights in Southern Africa. And my final research project that I'm working on at the moment is on the environmental impact of small scale or unlicensed mining activities in Zambia. So I really have a broad approach to research, and I usually take a multidisciplinary research approach, although I am a philosopher, and my main research area is religion and politics. Thank you very much.